We will start with formal charge as it's an important part of chemistry. So after the bond formation, after the Lewis octet rule, after the Lewis dot structure, once we are done with the structure of an atom, we need to calculate the formal charge of the atom. So in a particular compound, we can calculate the formal charge of each atom present in that compound. And it's not necessary that all the atoms will have the similar formal charge. So basically in chemistry, a formal charge is a charge which is assigned to an atom in a molecule, assuming that electrons in all the chemical bonds are shared equally between atoms. So after the mutual sharing of the electrons, whatever charge is present on a particular atom is known as formal charge. So whether it is positive, negative, or neutral, you can calculate it by using a formal charge formula. So the formula says that formal charge is equal to of any atom. So it can be negative, it can be positive, it can be zero as well. So in case of formal charge, if I talk about the formal charge, how to calculate it, the formula used is number of valence electrons, that is the number of electrons present in the outermost shell of the particular atom minus electrons in lone pair, or you can say the non-bonded electrons, plus half the number of bonding electrons, that is how whatever bonds are being formed due to mutual sharing, plus half the number of bonding electrons. This can be more simplified. You can also calculate the formal charge by using the other formula, other version of it, that is formal charge is equal to number of valence electrons of an atom minus non-bonded electrons, or you can say lone pairs. See, whenever the electrons are not bonded, they are termed as lone pairs, and whenever they are bonded, they are termed as bond pairs. So number of lone pairs, or you can say non-bonded electrons, plus number of bonds, that is the total number of bonds formed by a particular atom. Like suppose if I say sulfur is forming 4 bonds, so that means I'll write plus 4. If it is forming 6 bonds, I'll write plus 6. Now let us try it with some examples. So I've taken an example of tetraborohydrate, borotetrahydrate, sorry. So this is BH4 minus. Now let's start with the formal charge calculation of boron. So according to the formula, first I will write the number of valence electrons. Since boron belongs to group 13, so I'll write 3 minus electrons in lone pair. There is no electron. You can see the structure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the lone pairs, all the electrons are bonded together. You can see the structure carefully. So there is no electron left. Non-bonded electron is 0. I've written over here. And the number of bonds which are formed, you can see 1, 2, or you can calculate the number of bonding electrons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So half of 8. Either you can do half of 8, or you can write simply number of bonds formed by it. Single bond 1, single bond 2, single bond 3, single bond 4. So you can write either over here 4, or you can write half into 8. So it's your choice, whichever formula you want to use. I've written both the formulas. Only the formula says that you have to calculate the formal charge by including valence, number of valence electron. If there is any lone pair, or if there is any non-bonded electron, you have to subtract that non-bonded electron plus half the number of bonded electrons, or plus the number of bonds formed by the atom. Similarly, so you can see B formal charge will be 3 minus 0 plus 4. So you can see 3 minus 4 minus 1 is the charge on BH4, that is boron tetrahydrate. Now next example I've taken for SO4 2 minus. So you can see SO4 2 minus. I've drawn the Lewis dot structure. First of all, how to draw the Lewis dot structure? I'll calculate the total number of valence electrons. Since sulfur has 6 plus oxygen 4 into 6, 24 plus 2. So 24 plus 2 gives you 26 and 26 plus 6 gives you 32. So total number of valence electrons is 32, and then I have, according to the rules of Lewis dot structure, I have represented the Lewis dot structure for SO4 2 minus. You can see it. After this, I will start calculating the formal charge for each atom. So you can see there are 4 oxygen atoms and there is 1 sulfur atom. So 2 oxygen atoms are bonded through double bond and 2 are bonded through single bond. So how do we calculate it? We calculate for S, first of all, central atom, we'll calculate it. So it says that in a central atom, how I can calculate it? I'll just enlarge the picture so that it is more clear to you. How you can calculate for sulfur number of valence electrons. So for sulfur, number of valence electrons is 6. Non-bonding electrons, we cannot see any lone pair on sulfur or any electron on sulfur, so I've written 0. Minus half the number of bonding electrons, or simply what you can do, you can write minus number of bonds formed by sulfur. So if we go by number of bonds, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can write 6 over here directly, or else what you can do, you can do half of bonding electrons. So bonding electrons, how you will calculate? Double bond means 4 electrons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So double bond means 4 electrons. So that means 2 double bonds, 4 to the 8, and 2 single bonds, 2 to the 4. Single bond means 2 electrons are involved. So I've written 12 by 2. You can use both the methods. Either you can do half bonding electrons, or you can do directly the number of bonds formed by sulfur. So answer is 0. So that means sulfur has a charge, formal charge of sulfur is neutral. Okay. So now next is for oxygen. I'll calculate, since there is a single bond, 2 oxygen atoms bonded through single bond, so both of them will have the same formal charge. 2 oxygen bonded through double bond, since the bonds are same, double bond, so both of them will have the same formal charge. But in case if we have to see the formal charge of an oxygen bonded through double bond and an oxygen bonded through single bond, the formal charge will vary. Okay, so if the bonds are same, if double bonds, see both the oxygen atoms are bonded through double bonds, so that means formal charge will be same. Both the atoms are bonded through single bond, so that means on these 2 oxygen atoms formal charge will be same. But if I compare single bond and double bond, formal charge will vary. So now for oxygen atom, I'll just, for double bonded oxygen atom, I'll just calculate the formal charge. Number of valence electrons, I'll write 6 minus non-bonding electrons. So you can see electron pairs over here. So these are non-bonding valence electrons. So I'll write 1, 2, 3, 4. How many electron pair? How many dots? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll write 4 minus half the number of bonding electrons, or directly you can write minus number of bonds formed by oxygen. So how many bonds? 1, 2. So I can write directly 2 over here, or if you are using this formula, half the bonding electrons, so you will calculate electrons involved in this bond formation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because double bond, so 4 electrons, 4 divided by 2. So charge will be 0. Now in case of oxygen with single bond, number of valence electrons is 6 minus non-bonding electrons. That means you have to calculate the dots which are present on the atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many are there? 6. Minus 6 minus half the number of shared pair of electrons. So you can see single bond means 2 electrons. So 2 by 2, it will give you minus 1. So you can see oxygen with single bond has a formal charge of minus 1. Oxygen with double bond has a formal charge of 0. And sulfur has a formal charge of 0. Similarly, all the oxygens which are bonded through double bond will have a formal charge 0, and all the oxygens which are bonded through single bond will have a formal charge -1 for this particular formula.